Lords of the Fallen 2 is going to be delayed till 2027. Yes, I know, I'm sad, but I would rather they delay the game and make a good game than push it out right now and make a terrible game. Before we get into it, my name is Isaac, and if you could drop a like and a sub to the channel, that would be fantastic. As mentioned, the game has been delayed to 2027. The sequel is technically the third game in the franchise, but it was slated to come out sometime this year. Developer CI Games posted a development update explaining the delay for the upcoming Souls-like action RPG, writing as development progress. We have worked closely with the gameplay feedback team, a dedicated group of seasoned Souls-like veterans within our launch creative team. Their valuable ongoing input, combined with the team vision, has identified meaningful opportunities to further refine and strengthen the overall experience. These enhancements will benefit from the additional integration, iteration, and polishing time, enabling the team to deliver the highest possible quality at launch. And I'm totally okay with them delaying the game because I believe it was supposed to come out sometime in October or maybe December. And if you guys are looking at the remainder of the year, because we got 6 months left of the year, October, November, and September are stacked to the brim with game releases. And putting in a Souls-like game in a month, not a month, but a quarter where we just had game after game, heavy hitter games just coming out back to back to back to back to back, it's gonna be hard for Lords of the Fallen to compete, especially since we are on the, I would say, on the tail end of Souls fatigue. And right now, only Souls games that are able to stand out from the rest will be able to pierce through the veil and attain success. CI Games also touches on the strategy behind the new release timing for the title, saying it's strategically positioned Lords of the Fallen 2 outside of the highly competitive holiday period, ensuring the game receives the dedicated attention it deserves. To CI Games, the 2026 holiday season is already packed with major releases, with notably busy September and a November that essentially belongs to highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, honestly, any game that was coming out in October that is coming out on PlayStation, PC, or Xbox, y'all should just give room to GTA 6 because people are going to be buying that game. This is a game that is going to appeal to the widest masses possible, and it's going to eat up a lot of people. It's going to eat up a lot of consumers. And I know Lords of the Fallen 2 and GTA 6 is two very different audiences, but those audiences definitely overlap. So I think it's a very intelligent move on their part to want to take the game and put it later on down in the year, because we're gonna have January, we're gonna have February, and even possibly March where the game is gonna come out. So, and like, we don't have anything really big or major coming out in that time period. So for them to delay the game and immediately claim that Q1 portion of 2027 is definitely going to be an advantage in the long term. Oh, over here we actually have a letter to the investors by Marek Tyminski. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, but we're gonna go through this letter to the investors and we're gonna talk about it. Letter to investors, Lords of the Fallen 2 development update. We are 100% focused on making the best possible Souls-like action RPG. We recently decided to add some additional content, improve several systems, and give the team extra time for an overall polish phase. Lords of the Fallen 2 is the most important game in the company's history, and we want to give it all the attention it needs. And honestly, I get it, bro, because Lords of the Fallen 1, the launch for that game was abysmal. It was terrible. It's actually the second video on this channel. I made a Lords of the Fallen review, and it was a terrible game. Honestly, I should remake the review because of how much they've improved the game. But I can tell you this right now, they have for sure lost a bunch of people with that initial launch. And I'll use myself an example. I am done with CD Projekt Red. I will never pre-order a game from them ever again because of how Cyberpunk 2077 released. And I know they fixed it over the years, but because of how badly I got scarred, I will never pre-order a game from them again. And I'm certain there are plenty of people that feel the exact same way about Lords of the Fallen. You guys put out a game, it was terrible, we were falling into like 10 frames a second type territory, it was a big mess. So for them to want to delay the game, to improve the systems, to do overall polishing, really, really increases the trust I have in this company. We believe that delivering one of the best in-class experiences will substantially raise the franchise brand and the studio profile. With the rising number of studios creating games in this and other genre, this is extremely important for the long-term future success of the company. Our aspiration is to make a game that will be highly enjoyable and remembered for many years to come. See, this is nice. You actually have developers thinking long term and not just thinking about making a quick buck and we'll fix it later. Well, I know it's not developers, it's most likely investors that are pushing the release of those games, but it's nice to see developers standing their ground. We made some bad decisions in the past. This time around, we have a very strong team, both in production and creative. We understand very well what players expect in this game, something that is often a major challenge for developers, and consistent community feedback has made us even more knowledgeable. We are running this project holistically and in great detail, fully focused on what audience will feel and say when they play it. The game is playable from start to finish, and the vast majority of the content is already in the game. What's ahead is balancing and high quality polish. This strong foundation gives us confidence that the extra time will be used very efficiently to deliver an outstanding final product. I wish more games did this. I'm tired of playing games that are being released a day after it's completed. Okay, you should finish your game and there should be a good 3, 4, if you can, 6 months of just polishing. Like, that's one thing I've always found insane, is that these games, they're willing to cut gameplay so that they can spend more time polishing cinematics, and then they deliver an underwhelming experience. They should always focus on polishing gameplay first, cutscenes last. Listen, I wasn't there at CI Games, but the vibe that I'm getting is that they are focusing on polishing everything right now. That they focused on their gameplay first, they focused on the content of the game, they got the skeleton in place, and now they're finally in a position where they're like, hey, our game is ready and it can be launched in the fall, but there are so many mega-sized games coming this fall that it would not only be smarter, but it would be beneficial for us to release the game next year, early next year, when there's no heavy hitters, and we'll have an additional 3, maybe 4 months of just polishing. Then again, this could be a terrible experience if the game is not clean. While we're not highly prioritizing scope, Lords of the Fallen 2 is still a big game, and always quality first before stats. We're confident we will give players what they deserve and have asked for, combined with our own creative vision. The extra time was the best decision we could have taken. At the same time, releasing the game rather late in one of the hottest holiday seasons ever would have been a mistake. We strongly believe Lords of the Fallen 2 needs the right publishing window so it can receive all the focus it deserves from players. The further I read, the more I'm falling in love with CI Games. I have said this so many times in so many of my videos. Stop making massive empty open worlds. Stop doing it, okay? I love open world games. Many people love open world games, but I would much rather a smaller open world, a smaller explorable area that is highly polished, handcrafted. And it seems like CI Games is actually listening to the player base. The letter finishes off by saying that I understand it might be frustrating when you expect the game still this year. Please trust us, we are working very hard to deliver on all this and bring back the success that matters, not just for the next release, but to deliver lasting success for our investors and long-time future of CI Games. Lords of the Fallen 2 has the potential to elevate CI Games to the top league in the genre. And honestly, I 100% believe that. I think that Lords of the Fallen 2, if it comes out proper and if it hits the correct crowd, it's gonna definitely shoot up CI Games into the big leagues. But that's gonna be it for me today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Lords of the Fallen 2? Because I know I am. While you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe because it puts a smile on my face. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let's hit 500 subs.